Hi, it's Jo Bradley from the Centre of Hope, and I'm here with the lovely Paul Newman, who is one of our trance tutors. Welcome, Paul.
Thank you, Jo. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. I just thought we would give just a short bio, really, for people that are thinking about coming on retreat or having any of our services. So, and I know you and I have done a fair few retreats now, trance and physical mostly. How do you feel about the retreats?
The retreats are absolutely wonderful. What I really enjoy is seeing the students develop. Almost, it seems to be like a little bit of a roller coaster, but in a good sense, because a lot of emotion comes out through the work that we're doing. And watching them at the beginning be nervous, and then by the end of the retreat, like being amazed, and how when on retreat, it's almost like we become one big family and we'll look after each other. Really enjoy that aspect. And yeah, just watching students develop.
I think you make a really valid point, actually, when you say it's a roller coaster, because they arrive not really knowing what to expect. Sometimes they'll come on their own, sometimes they come with a friend. By the time they leave, everybody knows each other. Everyone's emotionally supporting each other, aren't they? And really pushing each other to do well with their own development. So yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah, I think it's wonderful to see that side of what happens, and it brings us closer together as well as tutors when we're on retreat as well. Yeah, and I just now that we've got it, it seems we've got it down. We've got it really organised, and the way that it runs, and how everything sort of flows together, and and that's all down credit to you, Jo, and us tutors for doing the prep work before and putting it in before we actually get to retreat. So
yeah, thank you. And you make a valid point, actually, because we put an awful lot of hours into making sure that the programs do what they're supposed to do. And everybody is doing their section as we go through the day. And somehow it makes complete sense to the students, which is why we get so many people returning each year. You also, of course, teach on the Shaman's Way, which is brilliant. You're a shamanic practitioner, and also you're an aura practitioner. So you're also on the angels and auras as well as teaching trance. So you really are kind of multitasked, multi-gifted. That's what I want to say to you.
Thank you, Jo. I appreciate that. Yeah, I enjoy it, and and the good thing is what I'm teaching is all stuff that I love doing, and that's the thing. And because I have that drive and that passion to keep doing it, and it's what I practice in my day-to-day life. So it's nice being this where I am at the moment on my journey, because when we have students come, be it for whatever retreat, and they come across things, we're still available after when they're practicing for them to contact us. And because we're a little bit we're no better, no worse, just a little bit further along our path, we might have experienced some things that they're now experiencing, and I know you are, and both myself are both available if something comes up, and we do end up staying in contact with them.
I think you make two really valid points there. First, passion. We're all really passionate about what we teach, and we want to be kind of getting the best out of all of the students. It's not really one workshop fits all either, and I see that with all the tutors. We will see an individual that maybe doesn't take on board the way that somebody else is taking it on board. So we quickly adjust within the classroom, which is great. And also, yeah, you're right, that aftercare service, they all have our contact details. If there's anything that crops up after a retreat, absolutely. So thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah.
So what else are you up to, Paul?
Well, at the moment, I've got my own little Newman Psychic Studies where I teach multiple circles online at the moment. But here in the UK, I've started to take clairvoyant workshops to Spain, and also my shamanic workshops to Ireland, and I run them regularly throughout the year. And yeah, I have many students coming to me for these weekend workshops, really, I'd say, rather than full retreats, so weekend workshops. In Ireland, it's a little bit longer. I'm part of they've contracted me in to teach shamanic practices, so I'm quite honoured by that. Mostly I've been working on me, really doing my shamanic work. So
Good.
over this lockdown sort of period, I've really used it to my advantage, and I feel really good about myself. And that makes me.
I was talking to Sam yesterday and saying that we really have had to push our own boundaries, haven't we, to adapt to work online. And yes, you're quite right. We all individually keep pushing our own boundaries because we don't want to become stale as tutors either. So we're always looking for new ways and new ideas. Certainly, I mean, you and I are actually going to be working in America later in the year with trance and physical, which is fabulous. Don't take up too much leg room on the plane. That's all I'm going to say. So yeah, and of course in November, we're obviously going to be working together as well at one of my retreats.
Yes.
So there's loads of opportunities, but yeah, I think we've really had to look outside the box, haven't we? With new training methods and reassuring actually as well that students, oh God, can you really do trance online? Is it safe? Absolutely, it's safe. We can see you all. We can see you all. There's no difference actually to actually being in person other than that person-to-person contact. Because if there is any issues, we can see it. If you were in the classroom, we wouldn't be touching you. We would be talking to you. So, so I found it quite an interesting challenge.
Yeah, it was at first I found it, we had to adapt, but trust in spirit and then make things work. So that's always
absolutely
for them, and it happens. Yeah, so
absolutely. So how can people contact you other than through the Centre of Hope?
I've got a website, Newman Psychic Studies. It's got all about me on there, but all about services that I offer. And I don't just offer teaching services. I offer, like you, Joe, readings, healings, shamanic practices to help people. So that's the best way. Facebook, I'm on there. But yeah, Newman Psychic Studies on Facebook. So they're the best ways to contact me, and on the website and on Facebook, there's all the contact details.
Cool, excellent. Well, do you know what? I really look forward to seeing you again.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's been too long, hasn't it?
Yeah,
too long. But thank you, Paul, for your time today.
No, thank you for having me on, Joe. Appreciate it.
And I'm going to see you soon.
Yeah, you will.
Cool. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.